Hey guys, welcome back to the BuzzFCA podcast. Super glad that everyone's back. If there's new faces, hi, hello. For those who are unfamiliar with FCA, we are the Filipino Cultural Association at the University of Maryland College Park. We embrace our culture to the UMD community and create everlasting memories while doing so. So this podcast will expose you, our viewers or listeners, about our community and lifestyles by the general body for the general body. And I'm right here. For the viewers that are watching, I'm
right
behind the camera. But I'm here today. Yeah. Hey guys.
Yes, and so for today we have another special guest. His name is Joshua Ong. Josh, did you want to introduce a little bit about yourself? What year you are, what you're studying, any interests, hobbies, etc.
What it do? I'm Josh.
Yo, what it do?
I'm Josh. I'm a freshman, class of 26, and I am studying electrical engineering right now.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Smart as shit, boy.
Okay, electric engineer. We love that.
Big brain.
That's perfect.
Can never be me. So yeah, a little bit about Josh. So Josh, so before we get into the actual topic of our podcast, we have a little icebreaker, which is in accordance to what you wanted to talk about. Our icebreaker question is: if you were gonna be stuck in a game for the rest of your life, which game would it be?
Ooh, that's a good question. Or icebreaker. Yeah, I like that.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
Yeah. Think about it. Take your time.
Cause some of them are like fun, but it's also low key scary, like being in some of those worlds.
Yeah.
Let me go.
You want to take a little bit?
Let me go with like the world of Mario.
Interesting.
Wow.
Also,
okay.
what's your reasoning for Mario?
I don't know. I just feel like it'd be really easy to get some like cool power ups to stay protected, and I mean the enemies, yeah, they can hurt, but like they're not like scary. So
I think if I saw like a life-size, or not, maybe not life-size, like a 3-foot tall Goomba walking at me,
okay,
I'd be like, oh shit.
Oh no.
Low-key, like a tall ass turtle just chucking hammers at me. I'm like,
okay, when you put it that way, yeah.
Ooh, that's scary.
I don't know. But yeah, at least for me, if I was to answer this question, this is kind of like a cheat because it's not a real game. But have you watched Sword Art Online?
That technically would be considered a game, yeah.
I think so. I haven't watched it. I just kind of know what it's about.
Okay, so the premise of at least the first season of Sword Art Online was like Kirito and Asuna, like the two main characters, are trapped in like a VR full dive game. Basically it's like the game premise is like, oh, you start off like floor 1 and then you go to like floor 100 to beat the game. And I think I forgot which floor they end up, but like I think it's like floor like 40. Maybe not 40, or maybe like something less than that, but it's like one of the floors is really really serene and pretty, with like a lake and like a lake house like right over there.
Wow.
Okay.
And I have a lot of gripes about the plot of SAO, but there is a point in the plot where Kirito and Asuna like kind of settle down there, and I was like, shit,
really?
that's a nice place to settle down. So
How hard is it to get to level 40 though?
Yeah.
I like I said before, I don't think it's level 40, but each level or each floor you have to like beat a boss in order to progress to the next floor. So you have to be like 40 bosses.
Josh is like, oh man.
Now that I think about it, it's probably not level 40. That's a lot, but like 19 or something is more realistic.
I feel like I could get through like 18 bosses to
18
just
bosses.
Okay,
level
the
19.
confidence. I like that. I think for me, it's plain and simple. I want to be in Minecraft.
That's
so me.
I knew what you were gonna say, but oh
That's
my
so
god.
me.
I mean, I can't lie. That was in the back of my head.
Minecraft.
But aren't
okay.
the blocks like big? Just like in like the realistic, like in Mario, the Goombas are 3 feet. Aren't the blocks like
blocks?
so
I feel
big?
like it'd be pretty big too. Yeah.
I think Minecraft blocks are canonically like 1 meter, like cubed. I think so.
How big is 1 meter?
Oh wait, 1 meter. Okay, I was like, oh shit. That's like.
Like 3 feet. Oh, it's like a Goomba.
It's like not. Yeah, it's like a Goomba.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say, if you think about it, Minecraft, I feel like sounds like it'd be good, but then you think about it, it's like a little survival game.
Yeah.
It's like you just want to survive.
It's like
Live
life. Oh my god.
It's like life, except you have to like be responsible of killing cows, killing sheep, killing.
And you just have to like
and
not
then
die.
building your own house, go
Yeah.
mining for
I don't know,
supplies.
those spiders and skeletons are terrifying.
If you
man.
okay, if
Oh my
we're
gosh.
like scaling Minecraft to the size of real life, that spider is gonna be like bigger than that trash can, yo. It's
Oh
it's
my
like as big as like
Nope.
Stop.
this entire
Maybe,
area.
Like that couch?
Nope.
No, that's too
No,
big.
that's too big. Like maybe
Yeah.
half of it.
Oh,
Bruh.
no.
Yeah, and then a creeper in real life.
Oh my god, no. It's
Ugh.
like I don't even know how tall a creeper would be.
I think a creeper is a little bit shorter than
Than a
Steve.
block. Oh,
No,
than
than
Steve.
the actual player. So
Yeah.
for going by that, it's
Oh.
like
It's low key like.
it's like 3.5, 4 feet.
Oh my god.
It's as tall as you. It's like no.
That's crazy.
No, you're right. You're right.
LOL. Okay. Nice. So then, now that we've broken the ice,
Woo.
we're gonna go into the topic of our podcast. So Josh, I know you filled on the form. You wanted to talk about childhood video games.
Ooh.
Yeah. So our first question we have for you is, or not just for you, but like for everyone, for those who want to answer, is how did you start playing video games? What got you interested in playing video games in the first place?
I think the first video game I ever played was, I think it was New Super Mario Bros. For the Wii.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Wait, that
I
was a
love
fire
that.
game.
That
That was a fire
Yeah.
version of Super
That-
Mario.
Oh, that's a fire game to start out on.
Yeah.
I think my cousins in Pennsylvania introduced it to me because, I know my one tita, who would end up like living, in Pennsylvania. She's a Nintendo gal.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah, so-
cute.
So I think she ended up putting her kids on like Mario and stuff. And obviously I think at the time the Wii version was like the newest Mario game to come out.
Oh.
And we played the multiplayer version and it was hectic and chaotic,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you know, at the time I think I was like 6, so I wasn't really like aware of the objective. I was just jumping around and there was a bunch of colors and I was just throwing my cousins around.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people's first game is probably something along the lines of Nintendo, because I mean Nintendo is very catered towards like little kids
Kids,
and like
yeah.
children, or like family-based games.
Yeah.
Because my first video game that got me into gaming was Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Oh,
Wow.
It was Melee, but it was like I was what 4 or 5 at the time, and I just moved to America, right?
Oh yeah.
From Vietnam, and then I had these neighbors that had a GameCube, and my family knew of like that family, and the kids of that family would play. They were like a bit older. They were like 7, 8, and they would be playing Smash Melee, and I was like, whoa, that's so cool. And then like seeing how like, just like the fact that an input in like a controller would make something move on the screen was so fascinating to me.
Oh, yeah.
I think back then, yeah,
Oh.
I sucked at Smash Melee. it was really bad.
Oh, is
but-
Smash Melee like super like?
You know Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, like the current version of Smash, like the most recent version of Smash.
Yeah.
Smash Melee was
The second, I think, right?
I think the second iteration. So Smash.
Oh, I see it on here.
So
yeah.
Smash Ultimate is the 5th, I think. Smash Melee was the second. So it was Smash 64, which is the first one. Smash
Oh.
Melee, Brawl, and then Wii U, and then Ultimate.
Oh. I didn't know there's versions because I've seen like people play it before, but I think I was also catered to Super Mario as well because my dad is also like a fanatic of Mario when I was younger. So kind of like Josh's tita, because he would always give me like games for my Wii that were like for Mario. I was like, okay, cool, and then I started liking it myself. So definitely, I think it was also the Super Mario Bros. The new one for the Wii. It's like the same.
That one
Yeah.
went so hard.
That was so good.
That was so good.
Yeah.
It was the one with the flying helicopter one, right? The power up.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I loved it when people would. It was like 4 players all at once because it seems more fun when you're like playing with more than 2.
Oh yeah.
So
For sure.
yeah.
Very chaotic. Very fun. Great energy. I had a follow-up question. Have you played the DS version of Super Mario? Have you guys played the DS version?
Mario Kart, yeah, but that's it.
You never played Super Mario DS?
Oh no, yeah, wait, I did.
The one with the mini games.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
God.
I
remember that.
I used to go crazy on the levels that had like the mega mushroom.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
I think it was, oh my god, it was like World 1 level 2 or 3, something like that, where one of the first blocks I think was a giant like mushroom.
Like giant mushroom,
Oh
and
my
then you became
God,
big.
yeah.
And you became like a titan.
Yeah.
And you just like run across the entire stage and just
Yeah.
pummel everything in your path.
Yeah.
And as a
Mega
kid, I
mushroom.
was like, yeah.
Yeah. She was lit.
Oh.
Yeah. Do we want to move on to the next question?
Okay. Wait. We're going back to Mario
Yeah.
on the DS. Do you remember any of the mini games? Did you have a favorite out of
So
them?
Josh, do you remember any of the mini games?
I do. My favorite one and the one I was best at was the one where you had to sort the bombs.
Oh,
That's
I
hard.
remember.
Oh my god.
So for me, I had a mix of 2. The one that people most remember about like the mini games is the one where you're trying to find the wanted like Luigi
Oh
or
yeah.
Wario.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
good at that one.
I mean, it was pretty easy. Not gonna lie. Until you get like
Yeah.
10 levels in, and then it starts getting really hard.
Yeah.
But the other one I was really good was, I don't know if a lot of people remember this one, but it's the one where you have to like draw trampolines.
Oh,
and then you have to like
yeah.
you have to like juggle all of like the
All the
characters.
Marios, yeah.
That one was fun. I was so good at that.
I
I
stunk
was
at
so
that
good
one.
at that.
I was so bad at that one.
Yeah.
I think when I was trying to play that one, I was so young. I didn't understand the concept. So I was like, what? So then they all kept dying every time I like tried to like do it again. I think the one for me, I liked the poker game with Luigi.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I was good at that for some reason. I was like,
I-
okay.
I always bet high against Luigi, no matter what.
LOL. As a kid, I didn't know what that was. Like a kid playing poker. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, interesting. So I never really got into it, but
That's okay.
I forgot what I was gonna say. There was one other one that I was like, I remember like playing a lot. Oh, it was the one with Luigi like picking the sunflower like petals off,
Oh,
and it was like, she
yeah.
loves me not.
Yeah. How do
And
you
then-
win that? You just like
It's just luck.
luck, right?
just luck.
Okay.
Dude, my luck must have been terrible. I've always gotten loves me not. I've never gotten the she loves me on that game.
Oh my
Damn.
gosh.
Yeah, it's just like. Oh wait, no.
What?
I forgot if it was like a multiplayer based thing because like, it was either you kept picking it off or you picked it off and then another person would pick it off after you. Yeah. I don't
know. It could have been.
It could have been.
remember.
Yeah,
I'm
but
curious.
like I don't know, just seeing like Luigi picking it off and then you getting like, oh, she loves me not.
Yeah,
She
and then
loves
it's
me.
like,
and it's like, oh.
and you already know the outcome because there's like one petal left. So it's like, how do I win this game? What?
I would always try to pick it and like put it back on the flower.
Boy. I know.
Try to change my fate.
LOL.
Alas.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
change that fate.
Mhm.
All right, Mary, do you want to ask the second question?
Yes. So the second question we have for you, Josh, is what were your favorite video games as you were growing up as a kid? Alongside that, do you have any current favorite video games? Maybe some that resonate you from since you were a kid, or any new ones now?
Yeah, so probably starting out as my first video game being Mario, I definitely like leaned on the Mario side. Eventually it switched to a Sonic phase.
No way, you had a
Sonic?
Sonic phase too?
Yeah.
I had a Sonic phase too. Oh my god.
I think it stemmed from I think there was like a game theory video, or it was some video where it was
Game
like
theory,
it was like
okay.
Mario versus Sonic or something,
yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, who is this blue guy who's trying to step up to my man's Mario? And then they had like Sonic winning or something, and I'm like, you know what? I got to see what this Sonic guy is about, and the history was written there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
But after that, I think is when Minecraft took over.
Minecraft, yeah.
Which is really like never died. Like
Minecraft is. I feel like it's become. Oh, sorry to cut you off.
no.
It's become like you know how there's games like League of Legends and like Minecraft and like, I think really it's just those two that have been here since when I was like in like fourth grade.
Okay.
And they're like maybe even earlier than that. Like they're still around. Like not. I don't think it's ever gonna die because the novelty of Minecraft is just like. There's so much stuff you can do with it. There's like so many new things you can implement.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's like in the halls of like the best games in the world, pretty much. Like to ever exist, pretty much.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. I completely cut you off, and I'm very sorry. But did you want to say anything else?
No, I think I was pretty much like done what I was saying. Anyway.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Did you play that one video game, the Sonic? Was it Sonic versus Mario, the Olympic one?
The Olympic Games.
I never played the Olympic Games, but I always saw it on like YouTube, and I'd be like, I want to. How the heck is Sonic swimming right now?
Yeah, because I was gonna say because like Sonic and Mario were like the main two characters of that video game.
They had like the side characters of each franchise as well as like playable characters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it was like super fun. It's like a very like Wii Sports style thing, but just with like Sonic and Mario. Again. Yeah, it was fun.
No, I saw it. I just never got my hands on it. Just watched through the lens of someone else.
Unlucky.
That's okay.
If you don't mind me asking, what was your favorite Sonic game?
Oh yeah.
I'm a sucker for the classic games, the classic Sonic games. I think my favorite would have to be Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So the way I came across that was on my, at the time, Nintendo like DSi XL or whatever it was.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
okay, DSi XL.
I had the big one.
Big money, Josh. Okay.
There was a game where it was like Sonic Classic Collection, and it had like all of the different classic Sonic games, or like the mainstream Sonic games that were like all available for you to play on your DS, and the saving progress was kind of like the same as it would be back in the day. If you wanted to save on a Genesis, you would have to like save your current progress to a hard drive or wherever you were.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
I remember that, yeah.
You would have to like manually hit save if you wanted to restart at that stage.
Oh, what?
Yeah, because there was no autosave feature back then.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wait, so what console did you play? You said Genesis? Is that a console or is it like a...
I think it's a console. Right?
Nintendo Genesis. That's an old one.
Sega Genesis.
Yeah, Sega Genesis. That was that was a console. It was like, was it the one with the cartridges? Like you put in?
And the cool thing about because I think the story behind Sonic 3 being made was obviously like Sonic was like really popular and Sega was trying to hop on and like overthrow Nintendo still, but deadlines weren't being met, and there was a lot of complications. There was like some controversy because Michael Jackson was originally like part of music production of the of like the soundtrack.
What?
For
Really?
Sonic?
Yeah,
Whoa.
but then there was like the like his controversy occurred. So
What?
they had to, so they had to cut ties with him. But like you can still tell like within the soundtrack his influence is very much there still, which I think is cool because it's probably one of my favorite soundtracks.
That's so
Hashtag
cool.
Green Hill Zone.
That's so cool.
But they ended up splitting the game into two halves. So they initially released like Sonic 3 as a game, and it kind of felt like incomplete. And then they released Sonic and Knuckles, which is technically the second half.
Oh, okay.
If you were to play them, you can play them individually, but they both kind of feel like incomplete, and that's because you're supposed to. On Sonic 3, you can like open the top of that cartridge, and it would allow you to put another cartridge on top of it.
Oh, so you can play it
Whoa.
both together, right?
Yeah, or I think it was Sonic and Knuckles. Yeah, it was Sonic and Knuckles.
That's cool.
So you put like a cartridge on a cartridge to
Whoa,
the
that's
game,
crazy.
Big brain.
and then you would
Whoa.
get Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which was the full game as it was intended to
That's
be.
so cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. That's so cool.
We just learned something. Okay.
know.
Okay, hee hee.
I know, that's crazy.
Okay.
At
That's
least,
so cool.
yeah, back then when I was in my Sonic phase, I really loved playing Sonic Adventure. I don't know if you know that one. It was the more modern.
Which one? I think it was 2, right?
Yeah, Sonic Adventure 2 had Shadow.
Yeah.
And everyone else. I played 1, but I played on my GameCube and I didn't have like a memory card, so I couldn't save my progress.
Oh, what?
Just beat it all in one go.
I never did. I was never able to, because how that game worked was there were 6 different characters you had to beat the
Oh my
story
god,
of.
that's too much.
Yeah,
What?
and then after you beat all 6, you get like a special 7th character, which is like Super Sonic or whatever, and then it's the actual final boss.
Final boss.
Oh my god. But back then, like, dude, it was so fun. It was so fun playing with like all the different characters, and like the actual not world building, but the map layout of Sonic Adventure is actually so good. It's so crazy because there's one, I think like in the Tails route, you get to go in like a really really big forest. And it's like an actual maze, and it was so cool. It was so cool. I loved playing Sonic Adventure. And then as I grew up, I started playing Sonic Unleashed, if you know what that one
Oh
was.
yeah, is that the one where he turns into like a
werewolf
at night?
Yeah. So Sonic Unleashed is when plot line of Sonic Unleashed. So Dr. Eggman, right, the main villain of Sonic, he basically uses the Chaos Emerald's powers to just to literally break the Earth. Like, yeah.
What are you doing? Okay.
Yeah, this is like in 10 minutes into the intro cutscene, but he essentially uses like Sonic becomes Super Sonic to like try to stop him, but he like traps Super Sonic into like this little thing, and then he uses the Emerald's power to like shoot a beam down to Earth, and then it like destroys the entire Earth.
Whoa.
Because
what?
the lore is like there's like a slumbering entity within like the Earth's core that he wanted to basically like not reveal unleash essentially, so he could like rule the world or something.
Unleash Sonic Unleashed.
Oh, that's crazy. And then in the process, Sonic becomes a werewolf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thinking about it now, I don't really know if like
it's
that made
okay.
sense, but it was cool.
No, it makes sense.
It was cool back when I was like what, 8.
Girl,
It was really cool. But are there any other ones?
Yes.
I've been getting into Terraria lately.
Oh, that's fun too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to play, like both alone and with friends. Also play League of Legends.
Oh my god.
I only recommend playing that with friends though.
Oh man.
Oh, I never understand League.
It's
sorry, my toxic gamer side is coming out.
That's funny.
So at least with Minecraft, why do you think it's still it's one of your favorite games now, but why would you say that's the case still?
I mean, I just feel like it's so timeless, and also it does have like a nostalgia value, so it does like it's more inviting for me to revisit it whenever I get like a feeling to revisit a video game. Yeah, but it's just like it's a game that doesn't get old, mostly because there's no end to it. I mean, there's like an end, then you can just like keep on going and create new stuff.
Yeah.
And they keep adding stuff to the game itself.
Oh, I love that they do that. It's so
have you like what part of Minecraft do you play more? Do you play more like survival single player / creative, or do you play like server stuff? Because like Mineplex and
I just do like my own survival stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, I was never really into the server stuff. I don't know why.
Because back then I was in like 5th grade. I watched a lot of like Minecraft YouTubers. Hashtag Sky does Minecraft. But
oh no, he was my guy too.
He played a lot of like server multiplayer games like Cops and Robbers and like Hunger Games, and I was like, whoa, that's really cool. So like the creative limit to what you can do in Minecraft isn't just limited to like survival vanilla Minecraft, but it's like server stuff as well as mods. It's like it's so crazy. It's so crazy what you can do in Minecraft. Because like I remember back in the day I watched like modded Cops and Robbers, and the mods were crazy. They were like, yeah, like I'm escaping the prison with like Pokemon, or like I'm escaping the prison with like
the Colossal Titan.
Yeah, something like that. It was very crazy. and it was very nostalgic for me as well.
I think when I played Minecraft, it's definitely the survival aspect, because I know at first I was kind of scared to play like with the monsters and stuff like that, but then like as time moved on, I was like, okay, I'm ready. I'm gonna play normal and then hardcore. So now it's like
Hardcore.
yeah, well, I don't know. I only play hardcore like once or twice, because you can't like go back to it.
Yeah.
And then after all the hard work, it's like, oh man. But I never really got into the servers as much, or like mods. I think the only mod I had is like the texture packs that I would that I would put on mine. But that's like really much it. I didn't really go too much into like modding anything. But then again, I was like playing on my MacBook, so I don't know if like it could hold that much.
Yeah.
But I think. Do you think when you're playing Minecraft, do you think there's like a stopping point where like, oh, okay, well, I've done everything, I want to start over, or like I want to keep going? Have you ever had that feeling while you were playing?
I mean, I guess it's just whenever I get bored of a world. Like if the list of projects I have for the world is like, if I see that it's too much, or it's like, I don't know, I really don't feel like getting all the resources for all of this. I'm just like, start fresh. I just want to, objective now is to punch wood.
LOL. Yeah,
So
I feel like that was something, at least for me, that for me like made it a little bit tiring to play Minecraft after so long, because after a while it becomes like a chore in a way, because like you have to, it's like, oh man, I'm running out of iron, I have to go get iron. Oh man, I'm running out of like food, I gotta find cows. I have to get more stone to like smelt. I'm like, oh man,
But
stuff
it's
like that.
fun. I think it's fun making a big hole in the caves and stuff like that. I think that's fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, did you want to do the second half?
Yeah.
What makes them so? Or wait.
Oh
right?
no, that's a different question.
Oh no, so actually the last one.
Yeah, that was the last one.
Okay. So to finalize, so to wrap up the podcast, we have one more significant question: PC or console?
Oh goodness.
There are no wrong answers.
No wrong answers. No wrong answers.
I'm gonna.
If you say console, I'm beating your ass.
I was about
kidding.
I was about to say console will forever hold a place in my heart, but I think now it's got to be PC.
PC,
Yeah. I mean, because you can also play PC games with a controller, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you?
Depends on the game.
Depends on the game.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, if I ever want to like play a game with a controller that uses a controller, I feel like I could just launch it on like Steam or something. So I think PC is definitely the way to go now.
I feel like Steam just makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
It's just like a full library of every single game. Well, not every single game, but like a lot of games in existence. So
You don't have to like buy the games physically, because everything is like on your computer.
Plus there's ROMs.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's that?
yeah, that's something that
Yeah.
I low-key forgot existed. How do you explain ROMs?
What's wrong?
It's kind of like a
It's like an emulator?
yeah, it's kind of like an emulation of a game, and it's made to be exported onto your computer in like a playable way that you can just play, like for instance one of the original Pokemon games on your computer instead of having to get
that's
a
cool.
Like a Game Boy, or like one of those like really old consoles.
Yeah. I actually have
Oh boy.
I actually have
Oh, you have
Poke
one?
MMO
Oh,
right there. I don't know if I still have the files or like the ROM files on my computer. I probably have to re-download it somewhere. But
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I had a emulator of Final Fantasy VII that I played when I was a freshman in college.
Dang.
Yeah, it was
okay.
it was fun. It was really fun. And I know a lot of my friends back in the day would download emulators for like Pokemon and like other games that are like really old. So I was like, oh shoot, how are you doing that? And they're like, yeah, just download like this thing. And I was like, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So One of them is, why do you think people are so interested in / play video games in the first place? What makes them so special and engaging?
Well, to go back on your point that you mentioned before, I think it's just like having that control of like putting an input on a physical thing and then seeing something on the screen change because of that input. I don't know, there's something satisfying to that. And also just, I don't know, putting yourself in these storybook worlds and like experiencing the story firsthand. And there's also like a level of competitiveness that it like satisfies. So yeah, no, it covers a lot of bases.
For sure. I think adding on to that, I feel like there's so many genres of video games nowadays. It's like there really is everything for everyone.
Oh yeah.
Because like single player games are mostly like story driven, so if you really like or want to experience like a good story, play a single player game. There's also like games like Overwatch, Valorant, like a lot of like multiplayer team based games that require you to work with a team, even though sometimes it gets very toxic at times. But it's okay, it's still fun.
A little bit.
And then something that I would like to add is like rhythm games.
I love
rhythm games
They're
and like
so good.
like IQ game, not IQ games, like chess. Chess is online now, like chess.com.
Oh yeah, I have an account.
Yeah, so really like there is something for everyone in I guess like the video game community, and that's why like I feel like the gaming community is so big and so like diehard, you know? Yeah, especially for specific games. Like the Osu community is it's crazy. They're not toxic, they're more like because there's such a small community, people don't like low-key, like some of the other communities don't really respect the Osu community, but they have the ability to like band together and like do like really great things. Yeah, there's like different projects that the Osu community made that like really shocked a lot of like other communities like on Reddit.
Oh really?
Yeah. Do you remember r/place if you're on like the Reddit?
Oh, I'm not really on Reddit.
I'm not really on the Reddit.
So r/place was a thing that Reddit had with a lot of like different Reddit communities or different subreddits could like place like a single pixel on like a really really big mural thing. So each community would draw or like illustrate like their logo on like that mural. So like many different communities, like different streamer like logos, the Osu logo was gonna be there, like a lot of gaming logos and stuff, like just like as a way for like your community to be featured on that mural. And specifically the Osu community originally had their their logo, like the Osu logo on it, but like probably more than 10 times like different communities or like different subreddits like went over the Osu community thinking that it's like, oh, like they're not big enough to like you know have a space here, and then little did they know that like every single time that it was replaced by something else, the Osu community would come back and like low-key make it even better.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was like
cool.
Yeah, it was really cool because like Osu is so niche, but it was something that like because they're so small, they like were able to band together and like collectively do something that they were able to be proud of and achieve. That was something that I really like, and I really find like really special about like gaming, because like the communities within those different types of games are like, you know, like really really avid and really really like, you know, proud of what they do.
So it's like a big collage because I'm like looking at it right now.
You're looking at it right now?
Yeah.
So
it's also low-key like a double-edged sword because there's other communities that are a little too passionate,
right? Yeah. What's an example?
League
of Legends.
So is it like
I'm trying to find the mural. So it's like that. I know you can't really see it, but I think the one from this year.
Oh wait, I've seen that. I've seen like time lapses on TikTok.
Yeah.
Of
like, see the Osu logo.
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
they like covered it many times, and then they like kept coming back.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Dang. Wait, I want to see.
Let me try to find a better picture.
I'm just like, I mean, I'm on Reddit, but I'm just like looking like, okay, yeah, it just looks like a big collage. It's kind of cool though.
Mention new tab here.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What the freak?
Yeah.
That's so big.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on there too.
Sheesh, yeah.
Big doobie.
That's cool.
Actually, one little funny tidbit I wanted to add on. It's kind of like unrelated. Actually, it's pretty unrelated. But I don't know how to explain it, but I low-key feel like video games are actually what got me into music.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, connection.
Interesting.
So for those on the
Yay.
podcast that don't know,
Okay.
Okay, plug.
I am a lead singer in a band. This band is called Work in Progress. And
What? Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Plug. Okay. Plug.
at WIPBALT on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'll put
Yes,
the. I'll
sir.
edit it in there.
Yeah, it'll be like somewhere up there. Yeah.
So it's like a band or like
Yeah. So it's a band with like my childhood friends. Like we've been friends since like preschool, all four of us. And to start, I guess if we go back through my video game timeline, around like my Sonic phase, I remember being like really into like the Sonic game soundtracks. Like I don't know if you remember the game Sonic Colors. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, that
I never
intro-
played it, but like
that intro song.
Ah.
Oh, it went so dumb. It was like cocaine for my ears.
I like that.
Yeah, a lot of the Sonic games have like really good music coming out of them. Like
Yeah.
there was that one. There was the one song off of Adventure 2.
Oh.
I don't remember the name, but it was like a rocky kind of song.
No, I remember a lot of
Yeah.
Sonic games like feature a lot of like pieces of rocky
Yeah.
music, because a lot of Unleashed soundtracks are they
yeah.
go so hard.
Unleashed is so
Unleashed
dumb.
soundtrack goes dummy.
It goes so dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
cool.
transitioning from Sonic going into Minecraft, all those Minecraft parodies.
Oh,
my
yes,
God.
yes.
Oh
That
my
was
goodness.
that's like low-key a guilty pleasure of mine.
No, that it definitely is.
Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah. Go ahead.
Like, don't even pretend like you didn't know all the words to Dynamite or to
I want to sing it right now.
Lord.
what is it, like creepers coming?
Creeper on man.
Creeper on man.
Fallen.
Creeper?
No.
Fallen Kingdom. Oh
Fallen
my God.
Kingdom.
Oh.
DJ's got us falling in love. That one. Sometimes I would like know the.
That's okay.
I would
That's
know the
okay.
words of the Minecraft parody and not the original. Like Katy Perry's Last Friday Night. There's a Minecraft parody of that I know like almost all the words of, but I actually don't know the original song.
What?
Yeah.
You
That
should
was the same way with me and was it Viva La Vida and
Oh, yeah, Fallen Kingdom.
Yeah,
And then-
I would
yeah.
always be like singing in my head, chunks would load when I game.
Cool. Wait, what projects are you working on for your
Yeah.
band? Because I'm curious.
So, something we are trying to work on right now is like originals, like original music. Because for a while we've been just doing like covers, and the biggest gig we've done was actually around last year. There were two Filipino bands
Oh,
that like merged and made like a band together, and they toured the US. It was I don't know if you know
Oh.
Mayonnaise and I Belong to the Zoo.
I have no idea. I've never heard of
I don't
that.
know either, but that's really cool.
That's
So,
cool.
As they were touring the US and one of their stops was in DC, they were asking like local bands around the area, like, hey, do you guys want to front act and be like our opening performers? And we were one of the performers.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really?
You guys
So
are
like being on like a real
Damn.
stage and like going through like a professional like actual gig, it was so cool.
Nice.
So I definitely want to like, I don't know, be able to do more of that, but also like have our own music. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so
That's very cool.
Ah.
Yeah. Wow.
Ah, that's so Filipino of you. Oh my god.
It's very ambitious, and it's something that I'm looking forward to. You
Yeah.
guys, 'cause-
Hopefully. I mean, cause it is something that like I really love doing, and if like somehow it does end up becoming like my career, it'd be awesome.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I mean,
That'd be amazing.
There's potential.
You're
so,
living the
yeah.
dream, yo.
Hopefully.
Living the dream.
Ooh. Oh my god. So definitely check out Josh's stuff.
Yes,
And
yes.
support and follow and do what you can for him. We'll definitely end the podcast here. Was there any announcements from our Mr. Secretary? Sweet. It's like, not kidding.
No. Hey,
I'm
wait.
kidding.
There's a
Yeah.
lot. So at the time of recording this podcast, the what's it called? PCN registration just opened. What's PCN?
Oh my god,
I don't
what's
know.
PCN?
PCN
Oh my
stands for
God.
Philippine Cultural Night. Sorry, Philippine Culture Night. It is the culmination of all FCA. Whoa. So, as FCA, we write a play that we perform for PCN, as well as choreographed modern and cultural dances that we do in conjunction with that during PCN, as well as pre-show performances. And I know Josh knows a lot about pre-show performances. I'm considering.
Oh.
I might have an idea about
You might have an
pre-show
idea?
performances.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
I don't know.
pull up to
We'll see.
PCN and you guys will find out with me.
Yes, yes, sir.
Ooh,
Pull up to PCN. If you
okay.
guys haven't registered for PCN yet, please do. But I think at the time of the release of this, it will probably. Actually, I'm not. I would have to check with board about when it's closing, but it will probably be closed. Magic Week is probably happening currently, and so if you guys are part of the PCN production team, or if you guys just wanna see what like the stuff we're planning like before, come pull up. You know?
Yeah.
Magic
Sir.
Yes, sir.
We'll link everything in the
yes.
description if it's available.
And then PCN itself will
Wow.
be on April 15th. So at the time of recording, it will be next Saturday. At the time of this release, it will probably be this Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it for, official FCA stuff.
Sweet.
Swaggy.
So
Swagalicious.
yeah, thank you guys so much for listening or watching. Definitely sub to the channel, subscribe to our Spotify.
Be sure to
And definitely-
ring those bells in order to never miss a video.
Ring those bells. Follow our special guest on his journey for
Yes.
music. And
Yes.
yeah, we hope you guys have a wonderful day, evening, whatever you guys are doing. So
Is there?
Yeah.
yeah.
Alrighty. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace out.